Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central, CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we got another Edmonton Elks signing here, as the Edmonton Elks have re-signed defensive back Kordell Jackson to I believe, a 2-year deal, 2026 season as well as the 2027 season. He's only 26 years old. Went to school at Austin Peay and was born in Birmingham, Alabama. And overall, he's played in the CFL just 2 seasons, 2024 and 2025. Did very, very well. Played 16 games in his first season. 51 defensive tackles, no sacks, 4 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles. Really, really strong rookie year. Reminder, this guy was only 24 years old at the time. Next year, 18 games played. Improves in a lot of aspects. Goes from 51 up to 78 defensive tackles with only an extra 2 games played. Got 2 sacks. He had no sacks the year prior. But he went from 4 interceptions down to just 1. But again, he added those sacks in, which he didn't have. And so all in all, 2 very, very successful seasons there, being a strong piece in the secondary. So, Rick, how are you feeling about this for the Edmonton Elks?
So, he actually he did start on the halfback on the boundary side. Keep in mind, you still have Ford.
Yep, Terrell Ford.
You still have Royce Metier.
Yeah, no, there's...
So those 2 people along with him, that's a deadly three.
Yeah. Well, and again, and especially...
full stuff.
And again, because he's been here a bit of time, he's growing into that role. He's 26. He's still becoming a better and better football player. I expect he's going to have a bounce back year with getting I'm imagining at least 3 or 4 interceptions. I imagine him getting more than 1. I don't see him dropping back even more past that. And this is where I got to give credit, because his tenure here with the Edmonton Elks, Kordell Jackson, lines up perfectly with Aaron Grimes. This is their defensive back coach here with the Edmonton Elks. So he had, as a player, Grimes had been a Grey Cup champion here with the Edmonton Elks, back when they were called the Edmonton Eskimos, down in 2015. And so he's done a good job here in the development. And so I think having that consistent coaching presence there really helps, kind of, because one of the things that we've talked about here, and I think this is one of the biggest issues that certain teams have had, and the good thing is that the great way to resolve this is just time. And the issue is about player chemistry. Not necessarily that players don't get along, but it's that if you play with the same guy or the same coach for a while, you gain that chemistry, you gain that trust, and overall, everything just comes together better and it meshes well. The Bombers have done very well. They've grown from within rather than constantly having to sign exterior talent. Hamilton signed a bunch of exterior talent. Team got a lot better, got knocked out in the East Final. My prediction for the Ticats, for example, would be, as that team integrates more, I could see them getting back to a Grey Cup, potentially winning a Grey Cup. Who knows? But this kind of a move here in Edmonton, keeping this talent in the system, is good. And again, his record he had been pretty good in that regard. Even if we look at his college years, go back then, and he had averaged around a good amount of tackles per year from 2017 through 2021, 42 tackles one year, 32 the next, 47, 55, and 41 in his final year. So all the time he had a good average there, gotten some sacks with a highest being 4 in 1 year in 2021 with Austin Peay. But he had also done very, very well as he, in his 2019 season there, 7 interceptions in 15 games. He had been a very, very deadly force there in the secondary. And so the Edmonton Elks, they see that potential. They want to make that kind of shine here. So all in all, got to imagine that's pretty good for the Birmingham, Alabama native, as he had he again, he had racked up 78 defensive tackles here. Just looking at the CFL.ca team article here, the Alabama native had racked up 78 defensive tackles, good for second on the team this season. He had registered 2 sacks and interception and a team high 11 passes defended. So, pretty good time there for Kordell Jackson. And I think you had a point that you had wanted to mention there, Rick?
No, I had already mentioned it.
Oh, you had already mentioned. What was it about again?
Remember how the whole Jackson, Ford, Metier?
Yes. Yeah.
So, I mean, just hopefully... I mean, if Ford can get back up to his snuff...
I certainly think you'll see a bounce-back year.
And Metier can play a healthy season.
Yeah.
You could say that the secondary can be as deadly as any secondary.
Well, especially, and again, especially depending on how much they build on that talent within. And especially, I wouldn't be surprised if a team like Edmonton, they're desperate they've been in that rebuild. The Elks have been hungry to get out of it. They got close to getting out of it last year. They got even closer this year, just barely missing out on playoffs, going right down to the end of it. I could see the Elks looking at this being like, this is our time to finally get out of this and make the playoffs. So It was a competitive West this past season. I do not see that changing coming into next season. Who knows? Maybe it'll be even more competitive. So we'll have to see. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you haven't so far, make sure you guys join the Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord. We got NHL content, CFL content, all that sort of stuff all over there. Good conversing happening there as well. So make sure you guys join up and keep the conversation going over there. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Peace, love, and positivity to all you wonderful people at home. And we'll see you guys next time.